You already know what it is. I do this all the time. People just don't understand. I'm in the game with this. We're streaming live, the Next Gen DJ on YouTube. We're streaming live on Scarfo Live, Facebook timeline. Tonight, it's Nika LaDean. Song's Energy, and her latest single is Image This Moment. A Southern Virginia native singer songwriter, Nika LaDean, is a throwback in a contemporary R&B world based out of D.C. She always has been determined to keep her country girl Southern spirit no matter what, where she lands. Her musical influences range from Deniece Williams, George Strait, and she stepped on the scene with February's release of her debut single, Energy. We're about to get into that, which is the perfect bridge between classic soul and the 90s with the modern day twist. So before we get started, shout out to my man Pink Money. He's always around. Before we get started, we need to let people hear this music. Nika LaDean, y'all go and shut your mouth when she play her music. It's another one. It's another one.
Tell me how we met somewhere before. I see you, not just the physical, but so much more. I can feel you pulling at my heartstrings, and even though we're trying to do the friend thing, this twin flame unions got me scheming. Crazy, how you just showed up in my life, familiar. Like our souls connected at first sight. You don't have to tell me what you're thinking. I can reach into your mind when you're dreaming. Universe made this happen for a reason. Ooh.
It's another one.
Ooh. Around me, desire. Can we just look past what we see this lifetime? I believe you manifested me. Unlike any other man, you're so different. One in the same, I'm the tempo, you're the rhythm. You might be the Ashford to my Simpson. Envision the day I'll be able to call you mine. I'm patient, and we both know it's a matter of time. And when it happens, I'll be your addiction. I hope you heal, you can call me your prescription. My love's already yours, so baby, stop resisting. Hey. Ooh. I can feel your energy. Ooh, I can feel your energy around me. Oh, I can't ignore my emotions. Energy is so real. And we're both having some anxiety, but let's stop fighting what we feel. Ooh, I can feel your energy. Ooh, I can feel your energy around me.
Yeah. You hear it?
I know that this was meant to be.
It's another one.
'Cause I can feel your energy. You know that you belong to me.
You heard it right here. SL Digital Media Podcast. It's Nika LaDean. That was her single in February. Energy and Image. This moment is coming up later. But right now, we're going to jump into it. You got to take us on the journey. You got to let them know how you got started and where you're at with it right now. You're an independent artist trying to put your music out there. You're for values, the whole 9 yards. It's time to tell your story.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, so I'm a country girl. I am originally from a very small town in Virginia, and kind of moved around a bit. I've lived in Texas, so I mean, I know you heard, one of my influences was George Strait, so that's straight from Texas. But yeah, like I live in the DMV now. I've learned that music is different all across the board. Music is different everywhere. So my taste in music changes every time I move somewhere or I learn something new. Yeah, so and Energy was my first single. Energy is a very special song that it's bittersweet for me.
Was that the first song you ever cut, or?
Yes, that was my first single
Okay.
I ever put out. Yeah.
I hear you was in there, you was on the vibe, you was on that vibe. I hear everything. When you now, did you write this song or did
I did.
Okay.
I write all of my music.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's established. Okay. So it's obvious when you wrote this song, you had to go on a journey before you even wrote it and got on that platoon. Tell people about some more about your career so far, where you going, where you headed. Let's talk.
So my music career actually started out, I've been singing since I was a kid. I've been singing since I think the first time I sang in church, I was like 11. But since then, it's like I moved around. I had an opportunity. A lot of people, I don't think I've ever shared this on any platform, but I had an opportunity when I lived in Texas to perform for, what was it called? X Factor Laredo. So it was like a smaller version of X Factor in the city that I lived in Laredo. And so, yeah, I had an opportunity to perform there. And I'd always known that I wanted to sing, but in my mind, writing and singing my feelings was kind of out of touch. And so I was used to doing covers and things like that. I moved back to Virginia after living in Texas. I had an opportunity to perform in a band. Shout out to Uptown Souls. So I had an opportunity to sing in a band. And I actually left the band to move up here to DC.
Oh, what's the name of the band? Peaches and Cream?
Uptown Souls.
Oh, Uptown Souls.
Not Peaches and Cream. So,
ladies and gentlemen, Peaches and Cream.
They're like sexual chocolate.
Yeah.
My band, sexual chocolate.
Yeah, you know what? What's funny is after Destiny's Child, everybody broke up. You notice that? Started everybody just slaughtering each other. I don't know why, but it was particularly when they broke up. That was it.
Exactly. So, but yeah, no, I had an opportunity to be in a band and to perform with a band, and so that was a different experience. And I moved to DC. I was actually working with the producer here in DC. And things kind of slipped through the cracks, and just happened to, and actually the very same week that things just fell apart with that particular producer. I happened to be at work. And I had met another guy the week before, just having a conversation with him. And he told me, he's like, you give me like R&B singer vibes. And I was like, well, I'm an R&B singer. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, I'm actually a producer. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. And ta-da, you get energy. So he cultivated something in me that that I didn't realize was there. And so, you know, big shout out to him. He heard something in me. He saw something in me, and his thing was, no, like this can be amazing.
Okay. All right. Now, how about this? Give me your top 5 male singers and top 5 female singers.
Ooh. Okay. Top 5 male singers. That's let's see. Top 5 male singers. I had never thought about this. You want me to go from 5 to 1?
It's no particular order. See, you just coming with all the spaghetti. Just give me 5. It don't gotta be in no particular order, because I already know what's gonna happen. You're gonna hit me back on the IG. Oh, I forgot to tell you about this person. So it's, you know, we're gonna play the squeeze game right now. Which is
okay, so number 5, Charlie Wilson.
Charlie Wilson, and girl, you already know Charlie Wilson is still a great singer.
Absolutely. He was just in DC last weekend.
And he brings the pain on the microphone.
Yes. So yeah, there's a Charlie Wilson song that the name of it is Without You. And that song reminds me of my grandmother. That I don't know why, but this is a girl, lately the sun doesn't shine without you. Never notice. Like, it's just a very, you hear it and it's like, dang. So the song reminds me of my grandma.
So what song is you talking about right here?
What, with Charlie Wilson?
Oh, Charlie Wilson. Oh,
yeah, that was Charlie Wilson.
Song? Okay.
No, the name of it is Without You.
Oh, Without You. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what though? Charlie Wilson, that Gap Band music.
Yes.
I mean, Gap Band, you know, Outstanding is a great, you know, bop, up tempo record. You hear that? Down. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
I like Charlie Wilson. I like Charlie Wilson. And he, like I said, that Gap Band stuff. Can't keep running in and out of my life. That one. That one right there. I love that record right there. Shout out to Charlie Wilson. But you ain't getting out of it. You got 4 more.
Okay, 4 more. Speaking of that song, Yearning for Your Love, PJ Morton. PJ Morton.
Oh yeah, PJ Morton. Yo, he's the gospel guy, and he can play them keyboards. Shout out to my man Gerald Jazz. He's a keyboard player too. He be on the, you know, Facebook doing his serenades. He said, "What's up, Scarfo and Nika, Philly in the building." You know, I'm from Philly, so just to let you know, Mikkel Keller, Showtime, the Hype Man, Cosmos Radio Network USA. He's on the rise. Zephyrin Daniels, Pink Money. I'm on the soundtrack. I'm a singer too, so just to let you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, we're here talking to Nika about her musical rise right now. That was her first song. You know what? We're going to play this song again. Then we're gonna play that song again. You're going to shut your mouth. You're going to let me play this song. It's another one.
of you. Tell me how we met somewhere before. I see you. Not just the physical, but so much more. I can feel you pulling at my heartstrings. And even though we're trying to do the friend thing, this twin flame you got me scheming.
Gerald Jazz Hayes, you already know.
Amazing how you just showed up in my life. Familiar, like us was connected at first sight. You don't have to tell me what you're thinking. I can reach into your mind when you're dreaming. Universe made this happen for a reason.
It's another one.
Desire. Can we just look past what we see this lifetime? I believe you manifested me. Unlike any other man, you're so different. One in the same, I'm the tempo, you're the rhythm. You might be the Ashford to my Simpson. Envision the day I'll be able to call you mine. I'm patient, and we both know it's a matter of time. And when it happens, I'll be your addiction. I hope you heal, you can call me your prescription. My love's already yours, so baby, stop resisting. Hey. Ooh. I can feel your energy. Ooh. I can feel your energy around me. Hey. Oh, I can't ignore my emotion synergy. So real. And we're both having some anxiety, but let's stop fighting what we feel. Ooh, I can feel your energy. Ooh, I can feel your energy around me.
It's another one.
I know that this was meant to be.
It's her first song she ever written. Nika LaDean. Be on the lookout for her project. Once again, she's here. She's here taking us on the journey from Southern Virginia, right? What part of Virginia, actually?
Yeah, if you sneeze on Interstate 85, then you missed it. It's called Lawrenceville, Virginia. It's population like 1,600 people or something like that.
Oh, okay. Lawrenceville, Virginia is the place. That's where you grew up at?
That's where I grew up.
Okay. All right, then, you know. Well, you also have another single, and this one right here, Image, This Moment. I think we should play that one. This is the new single right here. That was her first single she ever, wrote and produced with a producer. And here is the single right here.
Get a good glimpse of my entrance. Snap a picture. Share a message. Hear the flicker. Press my
It's another one.
Shine the spotlight. Feel my essence. I'm here right now. Don't wait. If you hesitate, you might just miss me. Don't blink. ain't see me smiling. I'm so pretty. Have you wildin'? Cause I'm so witty. Super classy, but still a hippie. I'm taking over every city. I'm a rare one. I'm already there, but I can't slow down. Profound, and you don't wanna miss this moment. Just make sure you catch this moment. And you don't wanna miss this moment. Just make sure you catch this moment. Can you feel that? So wretched. All my joy is so infectious. Blow your kisses and leave you breathless. Hold up, lady. Now don't be jealous. I'm not cocky, but I am forever grateful. Drum beat blaring that only I can march. Precious like a flower petal. Had to grow to love my freckles. I'm a sweetheart, but a rebel. I've come too far to ever settle. If you knew my story, you would cheer me on. I'm absolutely blown. You don't wanna miss this moment. Just make sure you catch this moment. And you don't wanna miss this moment. Just make sure you catch this moment.
Heard the game been changed, so they like, where you been, player? I've been acting John David Washington, you don't got nothing to my same thing. But don't miss this moment now, let me tell you about moments past. I was a player like you were a player, but your coach is garbage and your own is trash. You the game, jot this down. All that hate, you need to stop this now. You a fan when you could be the man at some time and place, just jot this down. I'm starting to think I need to stop this clown. Are you still writing if you got this down? Or you still taking your little jabs at me? Maybe wanna connect, just got this brown. Nope, not this lifetime opponent. Don't miss this moment. Your omen is holding you back from going, so just disown it or own it, embrace it. Face it, fake it, you're wasted. Get chased away, I'll replace it. But hey, you're basically basic. But hey, now you crying on the phone again, talking about you feel alone again. I told her hang up. Let me tell you about this own again. Let me tell you about your tone again. Speaking from bruh, she would never let you bone again. I guess you better go and phone a friend and do your thing, bruh. I just wanna bring this moment in, and you don't wanna miss this.
Just make sure you catch this moment. And you don't want
It's another one. Nika LaDean, her new single,
just make sure you catch this moment.
This Moment. And tonight is her moment right here on the SL Digital Media Podcast from Lawrenceville. Did I say it right?
You said it right.
Lawrenceville, VA. And I already know how it is out there because, you know, when I went down to Port Richmond, I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was in the suburbs, but that was the hood. That's how clean it was. Virginia. I was like, nah, man, I'm in the burbs. What is he talking? No, you in the hood.
Yeah.
So I got a little bit of taste of VA for 1 minute.
That was all you needed, right?
Yeah, that's all I needed. But, you know, I actually liked it. I knew a guy that was doing a lot of promotion down there, like in the colleges. So that was the reason why when I did go, I went down there because he was doing a lot of stuff with the labels, and he was breaking a lot of the college artists. I don't know what he's doing right now, but that's how I was actually invited to Virginia. So shout out to Virginia. I love the city. The state. It's a little quiet, but you know what? They did come out at night with the motorcycles and everything. I did see what it was at night, but in the daytime, I ain't see nothing.
Yeah.
All right, so take us on the journey with this song. How'd you come up with this one? Because this is song number 2, right?
Yes, this is song number 2. So I actually wrote this song. Anybody who knows my story knows that I've dealt with depression and anxiety. And I actually wrote this song while I was depressed. Like nobody ever
Wait a
realized
minute. You sound like you a little swagged on this one. So what kind of depression was this?
So, okay, this is a little funny story. So whenever I'm feeling like depressed, like really depressed, I watch cartoons. I like to go back to my childhood cartoons and watch my favorite cartoons growing up. So I don't know why, I guess it just reminds me of when things were peaceful in my life. But one of the cartoons, and this is not something that I watched when I was younger. This is something that I watched as an adult. It was a Disney movie called The Emperor's New School. And the spinoff was a cartoon that used to come on Saturday mornings called The Emperor's New Groove. So the producer of the song had given me the beat, and I had no idea what to write to it. And all I know was that I was feeling crappy. I was feeling crappy at the time, and I was like, I don't know what to write to this song. So I'm laying here one day, and I'm feeling icky, and I go to Disney Plus, and I turn on The Emperor's New School. And one of the things about the main character of that show is he's really cocky. Like, he's always like, yeah, it's all about me. I'm Cusco. Say my name again. Like, that's his personality. And so I was like,
so wait a minute. Let me back this up. Well, you watch cartoons and all this. You know what? I can see why, though. Because cartoons are going to take you back to the good feeling that you had. And that's very important that you find that that niche,
right?
That niche that can bring you back to, oh, that's good times. Because you know why? We in a situation where we basically are going through a whole lot. Should be popping back in pretty soon. We're going through a whole lot. We're just getting over. Well, we're not even really getting over it just yet. We're about 5 seconds into. I'm waiting for it to pop back in. I see something, but it's not happening. Oh, here we go.
I'm not sure what happened. I just disappeared.
You know what it is? You got an iPhone 1. So all these people with these iPhone 1s with no memory in it, I'm sick of them. No,
I have an iPhone 1. It's like 11. I have the 11. So.
Oh, okay, you got 11. Okay.
Yeah, see, I'm somewhat upgraded, but
yeah, you good. No, but it happens though. People don't understand that this is streaming and you're streaming live. It's all good.
Yeah.
By the way, we were talking about why you go back to the cartoons and remember the good times with
absolutely. Absolutely. Juanita says she does the same thing.
Juanita Bruce right there. Yep.
Yeah, it's something about it. Like when I'm feeling crappy, like there's always, music is always there. But there's something about just being able to relax and watch that old school cartoon. And for me, I'm an 80s kid. I grew up in grew up in the 80s and the 90s, and so I watched Tailspin and DuckTales and Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, and so those take me back to my childhood. But I was watching The Emperor's New School, and Cusco's on, and he's like, it's all about me. And I was like, you know what? If Cusco was writing this song, what would he write about? And then I was like, I want that kind of energy. Like, I want to feel like Cusco always feels right now. And even it's like the cartoon is like so stupid because it's like the people will get mad at him and they turn him into a llama. or something, and he's just like, okay, here we go. It's still all about me, and it's like you're not even yourself right now. But I wanted to bring that energy out, and I made sure that I wrote from an alter ego standpoint. If I could feel any kind of way right now, if I don't want the world to see me as Nika being depressed, I want people to see me as
Nika the neck bone. You ain't doing that,
right?
You're not
right.
doing that. Yeah, I got you.
So I had the beat. I heard the beat. If you listen to the beat, you can hear a camera flicker. As a matter of fact, when the producer gave me the beat, the name of the beat was Camera. And I was like, okay. And I kept hearing the camera flicker. I was like, what do you think about when you hear a camera flicker? You think about an image. And what better to write about than the image that I want to be seen in? I want my self-image and my self-efficacy to match, but that's what I want. That's the energy that I want to put out, into the atmosphere. So I start out, get a good glimpse of my entrance. Like, hey, I'm here. Like, it's all about me. I felt like crap. I was laying on the couch, but that's, I needed to write about that to get it all out.
That was your therapy.
It really was.
That's your personal therapy. And a lot of people need to have a personal therapy. And that's actually a good method when you go back to your childhood days when you were really, really happy.
Right.
I don't think, not everybody had a happy childhood. Some people saw happiness as they went. But with so much going on right now, you have to find that little niche that can take you back to, you got to dream it. You got to keep bringing it back because it's so much negative stuff going on.
Right. Exactly. And those, if you really think about it, I remember, and this is just something else that made me think about like childhood and where I am now. I remember my grandmother used to get sick all the time.
Oh, you ain't say that Southern enough. You supposed to say my grandmama.
No, it's grandma. Like that's if I was saying it Southern, I would say my grandma.
My mama.
My grandma.
My grandma.
Yeah. But she was always like, we were always at the hospital with her. And I remember at the hospital there was a wishing well outside, and I never understood why would they put a wishing well outside of a hospital. And so you get your little coin, and
so you can wish to get out of there.
Exactly. That's that's exactly where I'm going. The whole point of the wishing well is for gratitude, because you put it out into the atmosphere. I wish for my loved one to get better, and of course you wish for other things. But I had to learn that the things that kind of got me out of that depression were focusing not on the things that put me there, but the things that I have to be grateful for to get me out. And so I'm a stickler for wishing wells. I just went to the African American History Museum with my parents last weekend, and there's a wishing well inside of the museum. And so I didn't have any coins on me. I like raided my dad's pocket. So I was like, hey, you got like some coins? And he's like, yeah. So I just went to the thing, and I just started, I made a couple wishes, and I just threw my little coins in the wishing well. But I think we tend to forget as adults, those were things we cherished as kids. A wishing well, something as small as a wishing well. Those were things we saw it, and it was like, oh my God, you got to give me a dime, a quarter, nickel, whatever you got, so I can go make a wish. And we don't even realize that as adults, we forget that gratitude piece. So, yeah, I'm a stickler. I like to. I'm old school. I'm, like you read in my bio, I'm a throwback, and so I like to. I almost feel like I got stuck in the 80s. I got stuck in the 80s. I got stuck in the 90s.
Absolutely.
I got pulled back into the 70s somehow. You can look at my little outfit today and see that I got pulled back into the 70s. But I like to focus on the things. Those things make me feel secure.
Absolutely. You know what? I just wanted to put this pointer in there. We are streaming live on YouTube, the Next Gen DJ, spelled exactly what the word is. And of course, it's Scarfo Live, Facebook. Nika has no Facebook. She cut everybody off. So she's on IG now. So I guess she just like a bunch of phone calls that drop. All IG do to me. It just drops all day. So we're here talking about her journey. We're here talking about her new career because she decided, look, let me finally let me put me some songs together and make this dream become a reality. Plus she watching cartoons, taking her back to the goodness, because you already know once you hit that door, it's everybody's talking about vaccine, and that's all we talk about every day now. Yes. All we talk about is COVID-19, the variant. We done expanded definitely our vocabulary in medical.
Right.
If nothing else, we all got better with the verbiage of that. But in hindsight, you know what? I really love this song, Energy. So I'm going to play that one again for the people. Her single is Image. This moment, we just played it, but I gotta let them hear this one right here. Y'all gonna shut your mouth. It's another one.
Tell me how we met somewhere before. I see you, not just the physical, but so much more. I can feel you pulling at my heartstrings, and even though we're trying to do the friend thing, this twin flame you use got me scheming. Amazing how you just showed up in my life, familiar. Like our souls connected at first sight. You don't have to tell me what you're thinking. I can reach into your mind when you're dreaming. Universe made this happen for a reason.
It's another one.
Desire. Can we just look past what we see this lifetime? I believe you manifested me. Unlike any other man, you're so different. But in the same, I'm the tempo, you're the rhythm. You might be the Ashford to my Simpson. Yeah. Envision the day I'll be able to call you mine. I'm patient. And we both know it's a matter of time. And when it happens, I'll be your addiction. I hope you feel you can call me your prescription. My love's already yours, so baby, stop considering now. Hey. Ooh. I can feel your energy. Ooh. I can feel your energy around me. Hey. Oh, I can't let go of my emotions. Energy is so real. And we're both having some anxiety, but let's stop fighting what we feel. Ooh. I can feel your energy. Ooh. I can feel your energy around me. Ooh.
It's another one. You hear it. Energy. Nika LaDean. VA. Nika LaDean, VA in the building or virtual building. She said, look, when I get down and lonely, I listen to cartoons again. I turn back on Batman, Robin, Babyface Nelson. I turn all that back on because y'all not going to make my whole life go down to the drain.
Exactly.
You know, so we're here to talk. Oh, by the way, once again, you got slick, but you're not getting slick with me. You're never finished. You're 5 males or females. So we're going to do that right now. You did 2 males. You did Charlie and you did who else?
PJ Morton.
PJ Morton, the gospel guy. So that means I know you might have a couple more of those gospel cats on there. And look, I know about that gospel stuff too. Rest in peace, Daryl Coley.
Yes, rest in peace, Daryl Coley. Mr. I heard a joyful sound. Jesus saves, Jesus saves. Like, oh my gosh, don't get me started on Daryl Coley.
Yeah, Daryl Coley. You already know what it was, but that wasn't on your list, so you better tell me.
No, okay. So Rashawn Patterson.
Rashawn Patterson.
Rashawn Patterson. Yes.
Rashawn Patterson. Okay, let me get it right.
Rashawn Patterson, so underrated, came out in the 90s, just amazing voice, and his range is just like, so. And he was actually on Kids Incorporated, if anybody remembers that show. So yeah, he was on Kids Incorporated. All right, was it Kids Incorporated? I think it was Kids Incorporated he was on. And then number 2. Oh God.
Wait, we only had number 3. You didn't with the number 2, so you got 2 more men.
Yeah, I got 2 more men. So number 2.
2 more men.
Oh God.
Mike,
I know who my number 1 is.
Kids Incorporated.
Huh?
He said yes, Kids Incorporated.
Yeah, he was on Kids Incorporated. That's what I thought.
Well, Mike DeCole. Wait a minute. We got Mike. Mike is he's down in Minnesota right now. He has a new single right now that's out currently, doing well. It's on vinyl. He took it back there.
Yeah.
He took it to the vinyl. Mike, leave the name of your song again right under whatever you just did right there. All right, so we back to you. You ain't getting out of it. What's that, number 4 right now?
Okay. Okay. He wrote Jason Weaver's Love Ambition. I'm not trying to get out of it, but I just read that. Yeah. I love Jason Weaver.
All right, Mike, now check this out. She can't get out of it. She Nights Like This. There it is. Nights Like This. And I'm telling people right now, make sure you support that song. Support him as an artist. He's one of the true baritones that I know personally doing music. Shout out to Mike DeCole. Make sure you check him out.
Congratulations, Mike.
Yeah, he's got a video and everything. So,
Ooh, I might have to listen to that because then I might be able to say my number 4 is Mike DeCole. But
right there it is, Mike DeCole. Mike made it. Wait a minute. So let me give you a lowdown on Mike. Mike's originally from Chicago, I believe. He now resides in Minnesota, and he's got his single out, Mike DeCole.
He said, "Thank you for stay focused." Okay, yeah, sorry, Mike. Number 2. I don't know. I said Charlie Wilson. I'm trying to go old school.
I mean, it's Usher, it's Chris Brown, you can go back with the throwback too. It don't matter, you down. Sam Cooke. All right, there's number 5. You know what? I'm gonna put some respect on Dino from H-Town. I thought he was one of the most unique Southern singers. He was
Yes.
signed to Luke, but I needed to put some respect on Dino's name, H-Town. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots.
That's so old school.
But that was a great song, though. It was a great song, and he had a unique voice. Shout out to Dino.
Yes.
All right, we going with the females now. Your top 5 females, dead or alive.
Deniece Williams.
Deniece Williams.
Not necessarily for her singing ability, but she is one of my favorite artists. And that is Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson. Wait a minute. You're not going to just say Janet and say you're not just singing. Janet Jackson has a lot of hits.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you're talking about she's more of a showsman than a vocalist, but her show is absolutely electrifying if you've ever seen her perform live. So
Yes.
Janet Jackson definitely is one of the greatest of all time females.
Janet is my spirit animal. Alex Eisley, who just happens to be the daughter of oh my gosh.
Ron Isley.
No, his brother, Ernie Eisley.
Ernie Eisley. And what's the name of the singer?
Her name is Alex Eisley.
Alex Eisley. You're
Yes.
definitely you digging.
Yeah, Alex Eisley. I love her vocals. I am a fan of Lettucey.
Wait a minute. Let us see. I call her the super blower because every time she out there, she's no different to me than what electrifying singing that Fantasia does.
Yes.
She's an electrifying singer. In fact, you gotta go and check out when they were at Ray Lewis was being inducted into the Hall of Fame. They did a tribute to him. It was Fantasia and Lettucey, and they came to put their heat. So shout out to Lettucey. She's definitely one of the best female singers.
Yes. And I have so many favorite singers. I can't just, Anita Baker.
Anita Baker.
Anita.
Now, wait a minute. Anita Baker, first album. That's all you got to say.
Right.
Just
Hell,
talk-
all you gotta say, you can say anything. You can say compositions, you can say rapture, you can say like
Yeah, 365 days.
yes.
You Bring Me Joy.
Yes.
She, like I said, between her and Bobby Brown, all they got to do is revisit their first albums, and they good.
Bobby Brown. I've had this argument with people. I'm gonna say it. Somebody go not agree with me. Bobby Brown was the best singer in New Edition, hands down.
I don't know. Wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
Bobby was better than Ralph, and he was better than Johnny. And Johnny's from DC. Shout out Johnny. But Time out. Now, I like Bobby Brown, right? I was a big Bobby Brown fan. I thought, whenever he did it, he had a unique voice during that time. Mm-hmm.
But none of them can outsing Johnny Gill. None of them. Johnny Gill, you have to go and look at Johnny Gill when he had the grease in his head. When he had the Jerry curl down the middle of his head. Now that Johnny Gill right there, none of them. As a matter of fact, right now, but let me see. Ricky still sounds. They actually still have a great show.
yes, yeah, they do.
Shout out to BBD, Bobby Brown, and of course Johnny Gill. But I don't know if you could ever walk around and say he could outsing Johnny Gill.
So
I think he had a better album,
yes, I agree. Noel.
but not the slow songs.
No, not the slow songs. Johnny had a song on his first album. And by the way, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis are my favorite production. That's my favorite production of all time. Like they could produce anything, and I'm gonna listen to it. And Calvin, my brother. I'm sorry.
Shout out! I got my YouTube reaction right here. I was trying to tell everybody I'm streaming live. Shout out to Calvin Williams. I'm gonna have to side with my man about Johnny Gill. Thank you, Mr. Calvin, for coming in from YouTube.
Okay, so side note about Calvin, I gotta give Calvin a shout out. My next single is produced by Calvin.
Well, why? Okay, I mean, we becoming family right now, right before your eyes. There you go. Shout out to Calvin, his new single. So this is what we gonna do. When you finish the song, I'll just tell Marissa to set it up. Let's bring Calvin in with you.
Yes, I would love that. Interview,
and then y'all could take us on the journey of how y'all actually created, and then he could tell a little bit about himself too.
Well, I can give you a little story about how the next single was created. Now it's kind of crazy how it happened. I was in my emotions, and I actually found
it in your emotions. I know.
I am an emotional creature. That's just me. So I found an Eisley Brothers song that I had never heard before. It was just a random Eisley Brothers song. And I thought I'd heard every Eisley Brothers song, but heard the song and found the instrumental to it. Like, I didn't listen to the lyrics. I just found an instrumental to it. And I wrote to it. And I called Calvin on the phone. And I was like, I just wrote all my feelings out. And this is what it sounds like. And I sing the melody to him. And he starts playing acoustic guitar behind what I'm singing. And I'm like, wait, what are you doing? And he's like, just keep going. And I'm like, wait, no. And sure enough, in a matter of 3 days, we had a song, like a whole song. It's been tweaked. We keep thinking of ideas to do to this song. So I keep adding to it and he keeps adding to it. But it's going to be released in February. The name of the song is E4L, because I had to be on my creative-ish. So it's called E4L, and it stands for Everything for Life. And there are 2 versions to this song. There's an original and there's an acoustic. So I'm excited about this song coming out. So excited about this song coming out.
Absolutely. So you heard it here. They're going to do the groundbreaker right here. And you know what we're going to do? We're not even going to unveil it. And I'm going to make sure I say to both of y'all that we're going to stream this live on YouTube. So y'all can get on the tube. You know, everybody can go to the YouTube, because the way I'm going to word it, I'm going to have both y'all names on it. So they'll be able to find it real easy.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So how many females did you get by?
I think I did 5. I mean, if you want an honorable mention.
Keep you alive 4, keep you at the door.
I was going to say, you want an honorable mention just to kind of...
you said Johnny Gill was Bobby's song better than everybody.
And that's just, like I said, that's a matter of opinion. It's just my opinion. I just think that
I like
Bobby's attitude.
I like Bobby Brown, though. I did like Bobby Brown. I bought his music. I bought Johnny Gill. I bought New Edition. I don't think nobody ever not buy Bobby Brown's Don't Be Cruel album during that time. Yeah. As far as Johnny Gill, you talking about Lady du Jour. That's one of the greatest love records that you can hear.
Oh my God. A Long Way From Home.
Yeah. And hold up, wait a minute. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it one step further than that. Johnny Gill was there with Stacey Lattisaw, Perfect Combination.
Yes. Or do you remember Where Do We Go From Here? I love.
You know what? You know why that song was is a very good song? Because it's really a church song. You can tell.
Yeah, you can tell.
You can tell it's and Johnny. I would love to get Johnny Gill on here myself, because I could actually run his little his little nostalgia right in his face too.
What's up, Southeast DC? You know that's where I live, Southeast DC. I might have some hookups somewhere. You never know.
Hey, look, let's get Johnny Gill on here with Calvin Williams and you. Who knows? Y'all might could do a record together, then come. So
yeah,
he might be a little bit more sharper with the publishing though. I just want, he might be a little sharper than that. Yeah. So that's what's up. You know, you actually are working on the project. Your producer showed up. Hey, that's always a good thing when the producer popping up on YouTube. You know, so we know it's going to be magic when y'all finish this one, because I can kind of hear that you got an ear for, you know, music. The second one was like a little swaggy record.
The second one was hard to when the producer for that song, his name is Gladiator, but he gave me that beat and I heard it and I was like, I don't know what to do with this because this ain't even my style. It has more like a kind of trap, hip hop kind of thing going on. And he's like, you'll figure it out. And I was like, okay, how do I take this song and take my old school and bring that forth into it? So you hear a lot of doo-wop in that song. You know, that was the only thing I could think was I'm going to doo-wop the crap out of this song. And so you get the whoo, whoo.
Absolutely. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to wrap it up. I need you to put all your information out there. Did you name your project, or is it just singles right now you're doing and you didn't really come up with a full name? I mean, because it sounds like it could be called The Moment or something like that, you know? No. Okay.
So the name of my album is coming out in 2020. I do not have an official date for it, but the name of the album is Nika Redeemed.
Okay.
Thanks. Shout out to Calvin for that. Calvin brainstormed that's his brainchild. So the name of the album is Nika Redeemed. And as far as reaching out to me,
you on IG?
I'm on IG, and I just got on IG. I don't have social media when it comes to peace of mind and social media. They don't really mix all the time, and so I have to take care of here before I could take care of everything else. And so
I got you. You don't want to see somebody 75 years old TikToking. I got you.
Yeah, exactly. So
I got you.
I'm off of social media right now. If anybody does want to contact me, I am on IG. I don't know how long I'm going to be on IG, but I am on IG right now. And that is at Nika LaDean. I'm not on Facebook. You can email me if you like, because, you know, might as well go old school. That would be at, the Nika LaDean at gmail.com. So that is the Nika LaDean at Gmail.
There you go.
And yeah, that's it. I mean, unless you know, I don't know. Like I said, IG and Gmail, YouTube. You can find me on YouTube.
You heard it. She don't got no social media. So there's no way you really gonna get in contact except IG.
Right.
Nika LaDean. The project is coming. And guess what? Calvin Williams is on the next song. So stay tuned. Nika LaDean from VA, Lawrenceville, VA. Let's get it right. Thanks for coming out. It's the SL Digital Media Podcast. Nika LaDean. Hey, much success. Don't stop. Keep going.